Smiths Falls. Do you like music? I sure do. How about Christmas? You like that? I love Christmas time. Put those two things together. You got a magic holiday Christmas concert featuring Amber McLean. The third annual Amber McLean Christmas concert is taking place at the Station Theatre right here in Smiths Falls, December 3rd and 4th. What better way to get in the spirit than to head on out and hear Amber sing some pretty Christmas songs with her pretty voice in a real live music setting. Whatever you celebrate, it's a time to celebrate. It is masks on and all other COVID protocols being followed, of course. But it's full capacity. You can buy your tickets at ticketsplease.ca. Ticketsplease.ca. You can buy your tickets online, reserve your seat, take your pick out of the many seats in the beautiful soft cedar Station Theatre in Smiths Falls. We are bringing you that show with the help and support and our big thanks to Say To Bakery. This show would not be happening without their support. As well, Howard, Kelford, and Dubois, barristers and solicitors right here in Smiths Falls, helping you with all of your legal needs. With additional support from the Town of Smiths Falls On The Roll program and from the Arts Hub. And that's not all the music on the show today. We have Mr. Robb Kerr. If you have been out to Bowie's open stage or new music nights before, you may have run into Robb before. Robb lives just over in North Gower. That's North Gower, folks, not North Gower, as some people say. Get it right, North Gower. He lives over there in a 160-year-old farmhouse out there, him and his guitar writing songs. And he is going to be with his band, the show, Robb Kerr and the Show, at Bowie's this Friday. This Friday, that's like tomorrow, folks, when this episode is dropping. He dropped in on Tuesday to talk about his show and so much more. We're going to start off this episode with a track of Robb's. This song is called What Do I Do Now? We're going to check it out, and right after that, we're going to jump right into my combo with Mr. Robb Kerr.
Standing in a downpour, I can feel the lightning strike. October rains found me on this gravel road tonight. Not a car I see is stopping, and the tail lights in the dark fade into the distance. It's never been this hard. It's never been this hard. So what do I do now? Do I turn and walk away? Do I stay and fight it out? Do I bend or do I break? What do I do now? Leave it all behind me, wait for you to find me, we'll stay and work it out. What do I do now? Oh, the miles that lay before me, they're uphill all the way. We're both tired of talking about the things that we can't change. We're both tired of talking about the things that we can't change. What do I do now? Do I turn and walk away? Do I stay and fight it out? Do I bend or do I break? What do I do now? Do I leave it all behind me? Wait for you to find me, stay and work it out. What do I do now? Every time another car goes by, you're inside, I'm out here waiting. Every time another car goes by, you're inside, I'm out here waiting. Even though I wanna say goodbye, you're inside, I'm out here waiting. Out here waiting. What do I do now? 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 What do I do now?
So welcome to the podcast, Rob.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And I mean, this marks a first for me. As I was mentioning on our phone conversation, I usually only have people from Smiths Falls, but you are from Smiths Falls in a way.
Technically.
You told me you're born here.
Yeah. I spent my first 3 years here.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. And then you're not that far away.
No, I moved to Ottawa at that point. Then I've been all around. I traveled all around Canada. I'm settled up in a 160-year-old farmhouse in North Florida.
I saw that. I saw you post that. What was that? That was post-COVID that you made that move, or pre-COVID?
No, during COVID.
During COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I was living in Ottawa. I had this great place in Ottawa.
Yeah.
It was great. And I lost that place.
Yeah.
My landlord died. The family inherited the house, and they're like, we want to sell the house.
Yeah.
Get out.
And how's that going?
I love it out there.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Do some good songwriting out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, we've got a jam space set up right in we've got 2 living rooms. So one of them is just like a straight up jam space.
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
Upstairs, we've got a little studio as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know a little bit about you.
Okay.
So what I know about you is that my wife came home from working Bowie's one night, told me about you. Said there's this guy, Robb. Can't remember his last name right now. Robb. So we looked it up. It was Robb Kerr. And she told me that you brought the house down at Bowie's. And then we watched one of your music videos. And I quite liked that. That was, I think it was, What Do I Do Now? Is that the name of the song?
Yeah.
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 Is it North who shot that for you?
Yeah, Northern actually co-wrote that tune.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was an actual event that happened. It was awful. It was a awful breakup.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be something beautiful, you know?
Yeah. I took it for a breakup song. I wasn't entirely sure. It's it's one of those songs that's pretty broad and universal and open to the interpretation, but certainly a song that really frames the sentiment of the title, right? What do I do now?
Yeah.
You know, what do I do? Where do I go? Sort of that feeling of bewilderment and not knowing what move to next make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know North. Amber already mentioned she's in a songwriting collective with North, the Collaborators.
Okay.
So I met North. We were on a trip up to Ottawa, and since he's area, he met up with Amber at my parents' place. That was probably about 6-7 years ago at this point. Great guy.
Yeah, he's a great songwriter, great guy. He's one of my best friends.
Nice. Yeah. I when we first moved to town too, I had to book some. One of the first gigs I got was booking musicians for a small festival here in town. He was one of the first people I called up, and he came and did that for me about 3 years ago. Rise Yoga Festival.
Okay, neat.
Back when we were still doing festivals, but I think we're going to have them again. I think maybe next summer at least.
I'm just waiting for the application process time to open up, you know?
Yeah, I think that's about now, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be,
It's usually about now.
Yeah,
I got to get on the horn about that too. Amber was supposed to play some couple festivals that she got asked to do.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And then COVID hit. And so we have rain checks on these festivals. I got to follow up on those rain checks. Mm-hmm. Those COVID checks.
Amber has a Christmas show coming.
She does. Yes. Yeah. Yes. We, the podcast here is actually presenting the show.
Oh, that's great. Neat.
Yeah. December 3rd, December 4th, Station Theater, full capacity.
Wow.
Masks on.
Yeah.
Vaccine passports and that whole shebang. But yeah. I mean, I hope it's full capacity. I hope we don't get hit like a week before the show with a warning that we're not allowed to do that anymore, because then I'll be like, what do I do now?
Yeah. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't I don't know, but I was booked for gigs and then they got canceled, and I was booked for gigs and then I got canceled.
Yeah, I think there's no ruling anything out, but I think that it's going to be hard for them to try and claw anything back again. It's like 90% vaccines. We're getting more for the kids soon.
Yeah.
We know the protocols. We're following them. We're doing your vaccine passport. Like, just let us live our lives, kind of thing. I think is the general sentiment, but we will see, I guess.
Yeah. Some of it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some of the stuff that you think is logical, it turns out it isn't.
Yeah, we're all shooting from the hip here, aren't we?
I never thought in my lifetime this would happen. I always thought, well, there's the chance of something, a big meteor crashing into Earth or a pandemic or something. But
yeah,
you don't really think it's going to happen.
I heard an interesting take on it the other day, where somebody I can't remember who was telling me this or bringing it to light for me, but it was basically going on about how, historically, about every 100 years we have a major pandemic.
Yeah,
sometimes more major than others, but it's about 100 years. But that the only reason it's been 100 years since the last one like this, that everybody references, the Spanish flu, I believe is the one, 1918 or something like that. The only reason that it appears like that, like it has those optics now, is because of vaccines. That is really over the 20th century with globalization and industrialization and population explosion and the baby boom in the 50s and all that and mass urbanization, that we actually would have had way more, because measles would have been one and polio kind of was one, would have been a much worse one.
Yeah.
Even just all these other things that came out, but we made vaccines for them and we stopped them because of vaccines. And if it weren't for vaccines in general, we would have this would have been like an every decade thing for us, because our population is so big. We're so tight together. We travel around the world so much more. Airplanes, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
We've only had any of those for really effectively the past century.
Mm-hmm.
And all that connectedness and travel.
World travel.
Yeah. Getting it to all corners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And vaccines are the only reason. And it's just that this one just exploded faster than the vaccines could catch up, really.
I don't know if I'm right or not, but I thought that they had been, or heard that they had been working on this vaccine since SARS. Like it is a respiratory thing that's similar to SARS, but
there's definitely a certain amount of truth to that. From what I've read, it's like they haven't been working necessarily on this vaccine.
That's right, yeah.
But they've been working on the technology behind this vaccine, and they've been studying coronaviruses, which there are many since SARS, because of SARS-1, and this is SARS-2. It's very, very close genetically.
Yeah. Not
close enough to respond to the vaccine that would have worked for SARS-1, but close enough in its, cellular biology and viral DNA that, it's not like they're just going from blank here. They have a lot of info on coronaviruses, how they work, how they operate, and all that sort of stuff. Let's rewind a little bit. Like I said, I know that you played Bowie's. I know you're playing Bowie's again this Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
That's November
19th.
November 19th. Yeah. Friday, November 19th, folks. New music night at Bowie's. If you haven't been to Bowie's, go. And if you haven't been to Bowie's on Friday, that is new music night. It's there's no cover. There's a highly suggested donation worth every penny. If you got $5 in your pocket, pay $5. You got 10, it's suggested 10. So aim for 10. But if you can't, give what you can. And if you just, you really did really good that week, then you give a little more maybe.
I would be just happy that people are there,
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Come out, hear some music. So you're playing with a band this Friday.
I am. I put together a band during COVID.
Yeah.
The Show.
Robb Kerr and the Show.
Robb Kerr and the Show.
That's the name, right? Robb Kerr and the Show?
Yeah, they're the Show.
Nice.
I'm Rob.
Tell me about your history. Like how long you been at this music thing?
Well, I've been playing music for 41 years.
Yeah.
I started when I was really young, but I started playing shows in my early 20s. I was 20, I think, when I first started getting out there and started playing.
And was that was Robb Kerr back then, or in a different band, or some punk rock outfit? Or?
No, I've always been an acoustic guy.
Yeah.
I've always played acoustic.
Yeah.
I had one electric guitar in my teens, but I rarely played it. I was in a band called Kerr for a little while.
Yeah.
But that was short-lived. I was in a band called Silver. We did the soundtrack of a zombie movie or two.
Yeah.
It was fun, rock and roll stuff. But really gigging for the last 25 years.
Yeah, nice. And what was what got you into music? What brought you into it to begin with?
Well, my mom's an author, a published author, and my dad is a musician and songwriter. So I was around it. Yeah,
just sort of permeated into you growing up.
My whole family. My brother's a musician, punk rock guy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I breathe music. Yeah. I'm playing every day, hours every day.
Yeah. So when did you first pick up a guitar?
I was 15. Really, when I decided I'm going to play guitar. There was always guitars in my house, so I played them when I was a kid, but didn't really jump into it. Yeah. I played piano and trumpet when I was younger.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I really started focusing on guitar and singing, I guess, at that time, right around 15, 16.
Yeah, so it was guitar and singing right off the hop, not guitar and then singing?
Well, I guess I always sang.
Yeah.
But it was easier to sing songs with a guitar than it was.
Yeah, of course. Something to keep you in line.
That's right.
I know a lot of people who identify as singers who play guitar who will say stuff like, I only play guitar so I have something to sing to.
Yeah. That's a little bit of the truth with me. I mean to play, but I'll play just instrumental stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really was so I could sing.
And you can certainly write a song, my friend.
Mm, thanks.
So when did that start for you?
Right at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was already writing instrumental stuff on the piano. I started doing that right away too, writing when I was little. But yeah, I was writing and singing and putting songs together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how does that happen for you? I mean, everybody has their different processes.
Yeah.
What's that look like for you?
So we talked about North earlier, and I've been working with North we've been friends for 25 years, but been writing with him a lot lately. And I do that because he's got a very particular style that if he has something to say, you can see it when you hear the song, it's all painted out for you.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a little bit more of like an abstract guy.
Yeah.
I do something that's sort of like automatic writing.
Okay.
Where I write a whole bunch of words down and they're like from my subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And then I put them together to music. And often they don't make sense when I'm doing it, but they turn out either I'm writing about something that's about to happen or something subconsciously that I'm saying in a different way,
Yeah, yeah. Is that how you write all your songs, or is that what you gravitate towards?
That's where I'm most comfortable.
Yeah.
But I do write with other people as well, so it's not always like that. That's a very personal thing. Yeah. It's my subconscious mind that's putting out those words. It's hard for other people maybe to relate if they actually know what I'm saying. But it's the way that I write mostly.
Yeah.
Or like I'll pick up a guitar and have a riff and just start mumbling.
Yeah.
And see what comes out of that, record that and find out what those mumbles sound like.
Yeah.
And then take those from, it's also your subconscious mind, I think.
Yeah. So you say you're co-writing a lot these days, would you say?
Trying.
How's that been over the pandemic? Have you done any like Skype writing sessions or bouncing MP3s back and forth or?
Yes. Not as much as I should have. Moving out, I moved to the farm in January and we haven't had internet at the farm.
Right.
This whole time. So it becomes a little bit more difficult to do the jams and the writing and stuff that way. Yeah. But it's a lot of transferring stuff to flash drives and to people in that way. Yeah. Then we have table writing sessions. People come over and sit at my kitchen table and the old farm kitchen. Yeah. Everybody's sitting around just writing.
Those are my favorite kind of co-writes because it's there. It's in the moment. There's a certain amount of, I'll get to it with the other way. There's this sense of urgency to it that I find when I sit down for a co-writing session with somebody in person, most of the time few hours in, when like our window is closed, we have a completed song.
Wow.
You know, whereas the bouncing back and forth thing might take a week, might take a month, might take 6 months. Something might sit on the shelf for a long time until somebody, you know, feels that inspiration, you know, on their leisure time, or gets the chance to check the last version somebody's sent back and forth and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's something about being in the hot seat that just...
You know, the last song that happened with me was a tune that I wrote with North. I guess it's probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow that easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm not in a relationship that's failing right now, so
right.
I'm not writing as much as I normally do. But this song is about North traveling across Canada.
Yeah.
And it's called Counting the Headlights.
Yeah.
And like lyrically, I think it's one of the more sound pieces that I've had a part of writing.
Nice.
Now, it's not one that I play yet.
Yeah.
He plays it at his shows.
Yeah.
But it's more of a North song than a Robb Kerr song.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they go that way sometimes.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm totally okay with that too.
Yeah. And that's the thing about being a singer-songwriter that's the thing is songwriter is an equal part of that. Sometimes more for some people. Some people, you know, I've got a lot of songs that I've written and I'm like, I can't sing that. I love that I wrote it. I love the song, but it's not mine to sing. It's just not built for my voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just talking to some people on the weekend. I played at the Brass Monkey in Ottawa, and I might start writing for these people.
Yeah,
called it's my friends Jayla and Scott. Steamy Boots.
Steamy Boots.
Steamy Boots. They're a couple, and they're great together.
Yeah,
they sound great together.
What's their style? They like
they're
indie,
top 40.
folk, top 40.
Top 40.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, North is certainly a great co-writing partner. Both to, you know, produce with and to learn from. That guy's been around the block for sure.
Yeah, the stuff that I've learned from him, I'm so grateful. I was talking to him this morning, actually. Yeah.
I always have a good time with North. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he really is,
and a lot of experience under his belt. So he knows where to go. He's the guy to have in the room when co-writers are stuck somewhere.
Yeah,
he knows every trick in the book of how to, you know, pull out of a creative rut.
Yeah.
I'd say.
That song, Counting the Headlights, he came over one day and walked into my house and said, we're writing a song today. We're going to finish it. We're going to have it done. And we did. And it's a good tune.
Yeah.
And that What Do I Do Now song, that tune, he pulled those lyrics out of me. It's my story. That thing happened.
Yeah.
Like it's there's no metaphors or anything in that one. That's the way that went down.
Yeah.
And he did that. He pulled those out of me, those memories and things.
Yeah, totally. What's your trajectory from here? What else is out there?
I guess I have about 45 songs
written,
yeah,
but not recorded.
And it's been sort of I'm a starving artist.
Yeah.
You know, really. I'm paying my rent and stuff, but there's not a lot of extra stuff. And I've got a home studio that's great for doing demo stuff.
Yeah.
But to put my stuff out there, really, it's a little bit more than that.
Is there like a back catalog from the past 25 years that, like old CDs and stuff that have been retired and not made it onto the newer platforms and such?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So you've hit the reset button a couple times?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a musician, you grow, right?
Yeah.
Some of those old songs are old songs and maybe immature.
Yeah, so you feel like you've outgrown
some
of that stuff that is no longer available?
Right. Yeah. And like I've sort of come into my own style that wasn't there before.
Yeah. That takes a long time sometimes.
Yeah.
So you had that one song out? Is that the one song we have so far?
Pretty much, yeah. We are recording right now, actually. Yep. Last year we did some live stuff at my other place, and it was all the click track.
Yeah. Which
is nice because we're now using that as our bed.
Yeah.
And we just started that last week. So drums are down.
Cool.
The bass is being done, and I'll throw my stuff in.
Nice. So you're an acoustic guy, but how does that reflect in this band setting? What kind of style are we looking at for?
It's such a hard thing to answer. Yeah. Like I don't know what style I am. I mean, I've been called Canadiana.
Yeah.
I write songs about small towns in Ontario. I didn't consider this folk, but I'm a little bit more growly and aggressive than folk music. Although, like the writing side of it, maybe some of it sort of seems folky.
Yeah.
But as far, I don't really know. I do my thing.
I've noticed that growl in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a bit of a kinship with that, because I don't know if you can hear that growl in my voice, but it's there, and it's there when I sing too, which is I can only speak for myself, but it feels like a blessing and a curse sometimes. People, often romanticize that whole, whether they call it a gravelly voice or a sandpaper voice or a gritty voice. Mm-hmm. But it's loaded with all its own challenges too, in terms of trying to sing.
Yeah, it's my upper register. As soon as I get up to a certain point, there's a growl on it, no matter what.
Yeah,
yeah.
Where did your growl come from?
I think my growl came from my brother.
Yeah,
actually, my brother was. I was singing Richard Marx and stuff when I was younger, pop music and such. And my brother was in this cool punk rock band, and they were doing things, and he had that growl.
Yeah.
And I always wanted it, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and eventually it started working.
Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, I used to sing a ton as a teenager, and I didn't have the growl. I was a little bit more boyish sounding, and it was probably partly just age. But then I got into metal, and I started singing metal stuff, not singing metal,
right?
Growling metal. And then it was about a decade later, I got out, not fully out of metal, but kind of out of metal, started dipping my toes in the water to singing other stuff again. I was just like, oh, I can't do this anymore, because I just shredded my throat apart. It felt like just, my vocal cords were just a giant callus. Nodes on top of nodes.
Yeah, I hurt my voice too. I lost an octave a few years back.
Yeah.
And now I'm mostly a baritone tenor.
Yeah.
It was St. Patrick's Day, and I had the flu. I did 2 shows that day and lost my voice 2 songs into the first show. Yeah. Did damage.
Well, it serves you well now, because I love that grit in your voice.
Yeah, I think I just stay within what I can do.
Yeah. So do you do any, are you, in terms of singing, do you do any, some of the stuff other singers do? Vocal warm-ups, vocal?
Yeah, actually, I've been doing this thing. It's just since stuff opened up again, I've been playing almost every weekend.
Yep.
And on my way to the gig, I do vocal warm-ups in the car, just open up a YouTube channel and do vocal warm-ups with somebody, and it's really made a big difference. Yeah. It's really like the control and stuff like during the show is changes everything.
Do you do many covers?
Right now we're about 50-50. Yeah. With most shows anyways. The Bowie's thing is probably going to be mostly originals. Might throw some cover in there.
And from the pics I've seen, you're a 3-piece.
We are a 3-piece.
You and 2 other guys. So you on guitar. So I take it you is the bass player and drummer?
Yeah.
Rounding it out?
Yeah, we got Brent Hildebrand on drums and Vinny Langlois on bass.
So are these new friends that you found through ads and trying to put a band together, or old musical friends that you've had for a while?
Brent's an old musical friend, a drummer that I knew from jams in Ottawa. I was a fan of his band, Perfect Nobody, and they broke up when we started jamming. And our sound guy, Steve Muss, had been bugging me about trying out Vinny for a while. Vinny's the wizard. He is an exceptional player. His mind is just so beyond mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's got all the gadgets and stuff. He built a MIDI bass, and he's incredible. He isn't a great player, but he's like an incredible mind.
Mm-hmm. And so you're working on an album with these guys now.
Yeah. We've got the tunes. It's just laying them down.
Yeah. And have they been contributing to the writing, or are these all pre-written songs you're getting them to put their sauce on?
It's mostly that. It's mostly that they're pre-written songs. Yeah. I've written a couple during the pandemic, and Brent helped me write one of those, tune called Feeling Okay. Mm-hmm. That was written in about 15 minutes.
Those are the best ones sometimes, those ones that just pour out of you.
Yeah.
The ones that take longer, I feel, wind up getting filled with a little more compromised sometimes because it just gets to the point where like,
You're
gotta finish
thinking
this.
everything.
Just overthought it. I gotta finish it. Second guessing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So Bowie's.
I love this place.
We both do. We both love Bowie's. Everybody loves Bowie's if they've been there.
Yeah.
And you played there a number of times. Did you start on the open stage there?
Yeah.
And have you done other New Music Fridays?
I played with a local band called Abandon Eden.
Oh, okay.
That might have been on a New Music.
Yeah, I think it would have been a Friday.
Yeah.
He does, because he does the open stages are Thursdays.
Right.
Friday is the New Music night. Saturdays is bounced around. These days it's the jazz night.
Okay.
And then Sundays, like third Sunday of the month, traditionally is his like singer-songwriter showcase, the ticketed event. And that's usually the way people get into the New Music Fridays. They'll hit the open stage.
I think that's the way that it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little rite of passage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like auditioning.
Yeah. So you like Bowie's, and you were born in Smiths Falls. You spend any other time in this town?
Yeah. During the pandemic, when there was no gigs, I was actually driving food around in Smiths Falls.
Oh, yeah. Was that a Valley Eats thing?
That was a Valley Eats thing.
Nice. Our Valley Eats driver in the house.
Yeah.
Feeding the town of Smiths Falls.
Yeah. It was actually great. It met so many nice people and stuff. This town has a lot of nice people.
It really does. Yeah. It really does. And you are, as I mentioned at the top of the show, you are a first here on the show because you're the first person who doesn't currently live in Smiths Falls to be on the show.
Wow. I really am honored.
I'm also honored to have you here. It's just worked out that way so far. I don't have a hardcore rule to not normally be having people who are out of town. But what I do have a rule on is that how have I framed it before? People important to the town of Smiths Falls. Mm-hmm. So I think playing music at Bowie's is important enough for people to hear about. And that's happening this Friday. People, in case you missed it earlier in the show, Robb Kerr and the show will be playing at Bowie's this coming Friday, November 19th, New Music Night. I believe the format these days is 2 sets.
Yeah, we're going to do 2 long sets. Yeah. There's going to be 2 shows, basically.
Yeah, it's like an 8:30 show and an 11 show. 11.
Yeah.
Folks. Yeah. They play when they're ready.
Yeah, we'll play a nice long set.
Yeah.
Both those shows.
Yeah. Yeah. And you come out and you have some drinks and you put some money in the hat. Are you full-time music now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're playing, probably not touring a lot with the pandemic, but you said you've started to open up a little more and play more shows again, which is great. Happy to hear that. Where are you playing most other than Bowie's? Where can people catch you?
Well, I've been in Perth at the Garage a couple times recently.
What's that place about? I don't think I'm familiar with that place.
I don't remember what it was called before. It's the Garage Sports Bar now.
Okay.
I've played there, probably had 5 shows there since we opened back up.
Yeah, nice.
They've been really good for us. Played the town night market in Perth a couple of months back.
Cool.
Been playing in Ottawa as well.
Yeah. And what other places in Ottawa do you frequent?
Well, I played the Brass Monkey a couple of times in the last month.
Where's the Brass Monkey?
That's Greenbank and Hunt Club kind of area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little more like Nepean area.
The Brass Monkey is big. It's a big pool hall.
Oh, nice.
But they do like live music, and it's mostly rock and roll, like metal bands. And they get some names in there, like people that were famous. Mm-hmm. Are still sort of famous. Yeah. Yeah, they get good talent going through.
So when did you turn to music full time?
In my 20s. I knew I was going to be a musician when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I knew. If you would have asked me when I was a little kid, what would you want to be? And I would have told you a rock star.
Right.
It brings me to a place, and it always has.
Yeah. Are there other things you've been doing alongside that to sort of supplement and get by? Day jobs, as we call them sometimes?
Not for the last 10 years.
Nice.
Well, a little bit of driving for Valley Eats.
Right.
But for the majority of the 10 years, it's been just music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what did you dabble in before that as day gigs?
I guess the last big job I had, I did something called affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
Which is buying and selling advertising space on Facebook is what I was doing. And I guess Facebook was about 2 years old.
Right.
and it was a blast. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was the wild west of digital marketing.
Kind of like Mad Men a little bit.
Yeah.
It was the wild west of, and this whole new internet thing that they're going into with the metaverse.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. After living that life, doing advertising, working, like seeing the dirty side of Facebook.
Yeah.
I actually went off grid. I lived off grid. I went and lived down a dirt road with no electricity, no internet, no phones. Just went and did that in Lanark for a while.
Seeing behind the curtain will do that.
Yeah. So I took a little break, played some music out there.
Yeah.
Wrote a bunch.
Yeah. So what kind of guitar you play?
I have a Larrivee. I'm sponsored by Larrivee.
I've heard about them before. Where are they out of?
Oh, they were a Quebec company at first. They're in California, Vancouver now. There might be some stuff in Nashville as well.
I know somebody else who plays a Larrivee.
They're like the Bentleys of acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love mine. Happy to play them.
So what's a sponsorship mean for you?
Well, Larrivee doesn't offer full sponsorship.
Yeah.
So I have a partial sponsorship, which basically means I get their guitar at their cost.
Yeah.
Which is about 80% off or something like that.
It's a hefty discount.
Yeah, when you're looking at thousands of dollars. Yeah.
Pretty good deal for a guitar you'd want anyway.
Right. Yeah. I was working with this the guy. His name is Greg Sheputovsky. He's a guitar player in Ottawa. We were working together with a thing called My New Project. When we got sponsored, I cold called them.
Yeah.
I cold called them and asked for the owner of the company.
Yeah.
And they were just the right size of company.
Yeah.
I went, oh, no, you're not looking for him. You're looking for these guys.
Right.
Let me put you through to them.
Yeah.
And that's how and it's a good friendship.
How's working with them? Do they offer, aside from graciously hooking you up with guitars, is there other initiatives they work on for supporting the artists they work with?
Yeah. So if I had stuff to show them to put out there, they would be putting that on their website, sharing that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And that stuff that you will have soon, how soon's that coming? What's the timeline for this Robb Kerr and the Show album? How long do people have to wait?
I don't know if it's going to be an album.
Maybe an EP, maybe a single to start off with?
Yeah, well, it might just be singles.
Yeah.
It might just, I don't know for sure which direction I want to go. Like on a budget, maybe singles the way to go. I'm thinking about something called DistroKid.
Yeah.
To release my own stuff. And it might be just the way to do it.
Yeah, singles are, it's an interesting conversation. I have this conversation with people a lot in terms of the way people are thinking about albums less and less these days. I think on both sides, the makers and the consumers, the listeners, are less concerned about albums,
Right. Yeah.
And an album is a really big undertaking. Really, really big undertaking.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a big commitment.
And then and for that commitment, it's like if you can get it all done and you put the blood, sweat, tears, and dollars and time into it, and then in this here today, gone tomorrow world, it's like you drop an album, and a month later,
nobody knows it.
It's an old album that came out ages ago.
So that's a beautiful thing about singles.
Yeah.
You drop a single once a month, you're staying current.
Staying fresh. Yeah. Look, it's new. It's new. It's new. You got 12 songs, you can stay new for 2 years. Yeah. Or you can put them all out at once in one album and be old in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big proponent of singles.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. DistroKid's a pretty good way to go.
Yeah, I think it might be the way I do it.
I run my label through DistroKid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So I like the idea of I think one of the things that DistroKid is it makes you official on some of the social media sites. Like you get the little dot beside your name that says you are official.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that because I could probably use a couple of those for some of the artists I work with. So I don't know about that. I do know that you get like really instant and easy access to your like Spotify for Artists profile. Mm-hmm. Which is, I don't think it's that hard to do without DistroKid, but DistroKid certainly makes it easy.
Okay.
They also make it pretty easy to do like a pre-save campaign. Okay. For your follows and whatnot. The only one I would maybe consider other than the DistroKid would be CD Baby.
Right, yeah. They've been around forever.
They've been around a long time. They cost a little more, both in terms of like initial setup fees for releases that you pay, and they take a cut, whereas DistroKid takes no cut. I think CD Baby takes like 9%. But they also have like on-staff playlist pluggers.
Like people that are going to put you out there? Sort of like
so they say, right? They've got them on staff, and they're people who are doing their best to make sure that CD Baby artists are getting on playlists. And DistroKid doesn't really have that. DistroKid has some of their own playlists that actually have like a ton of followers. I don't know how much listenership they actually get.
Right.
Because a lot of the followers are probably just
musicians.
Other DistroKid musicians who have liked it as a matter of process in their process of applying to be on these playlists.
Right.
But they don't take a cut. So they have no, big motivator to getting their artists on playlists and making sure that their artists make more money, because DistroKid doesn't make more money when their artists make more money. Right. CD Baby makes more money when their artists make more money. So it's a tough call. It's like
a strange world.
Should I give up 9% of something or 0% of nothing?
Yeah.
Or can I give up 0% of something? Can I make that something happen on my own? And that's tricky. That's tricky. I know a few people in the scene that I've rubbed shoulders with who actually do all right on Spotify. And it's not always that hard from meeting these people. I mean, once you get through that, cross that threshold and get on a couple official Spotify playlists, and that's in your history, you tend to get on them more and more and more. Yeah,
once you're in the first one, it's going to be easier. It's sort of like getting on
that inside track.
Yeah.
And it's, there's plenty of valid critiques about Spotify and the royalty payments and such. But I don't think it's as bad. I don't think it's as bad as people say.
I know some guys that are making some money off of Spotify.
Yeah, I know some people who are making some rather decent money off of Spotify. And they're not household names. They're not huge stars. And it's interesting too, the way these verticals happen. I know people who do really well on YouTube, but they don't have a Spotify following at all.
Yeah.
And I know people who get literally millions of plays every year on Spotify, but only have a couple hundred YouTube subscribers and only maybe 900 likes on Facebook.
Yeah, it's a strange thing,
maybe
right?
1,000 followers on Instagram, but they're Spotify. My friend Tiz, who plays Bowie's a lot, he's from Toronto by way of Ireland. He does pretty well on Spotify. He gets like millions of plays every year. Wow. And but he attacked it like very strategically from what I know. Before releasing a lot of music, he made a plan and decided, I am going to do well on Spotify. That is going to be my avenue and my target. And so he only sings sad songs, partially because that's what he likes to write. But I think it's also a conscious decision for him so that he gets on all the sad song playlists.
Okay.
And he just sticks to that instead of being like, I got a sad song, I got a happy song, I got an angry song, and being all over the map and trying to be that kind of versatile. I mean, he could write all those kind of songs if he wanted to. He's a super talented dude, multi-instrumentalist. He could do anything, but he's just stuck to his vertical, and it's worked out really well for him because it's like the sad song guy released another song. Great. Throw it on all the sad song playlists. And works out well for him.
Yeah. I'm a sad song guy too. A lot of my songs are either about driving or a town that I lived in or a breakup, or I'm driving away to a town that I lived in during a breakup. It's like something like that. And for a while I stopped. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to write sad songs. Like, I don't want to sing sad songs. I want to remember this crap.
Yeah.
Like these crappy days. I don't want to relive them every weekend.
Yeah.
So I stopped for a while. And then I was talking to somebody about this, and she was telling me that the world needs sad songs. And it brings people out of dark places, or gives people a place to feel their pain.
Yeah, talking about my friend Tiz, that's actually his motto. He says, singing sad songs for happy people.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of truth to that. Like, and like, even from like coming from a metal background, people always thought that I must be like this some
angry person.
I'm like, no, I'm like the least angry person. You know, I get all my anger out in the music, and then I'm happy, smiley, and that's the truth for any metal dude. Pretty much you'll ever meet. Yeah. They're just big, happy teddy bears. All their anger is gone. It gets out in the music. You know.
Yeah.
Do you find that, you know? I mean, you said you stopped doing it for a while because it was building up for you, and you wanted to get away from it. What did you find the effect of that to be, stepping away from that? Did you, I mean, I'm sure initially it was probably like, oh, a breath of fresh air to not be doing it, because clearly you had that want to step away from it. But after a while, did you find that perhaps the opposite was playing out? Were you not getting that outlet? How did that affect you?
That's exactly what ended up happening. Like it built up anger, you know, it was just, that's exactly what happened. It just overflowed. Yeah. And then I wrote a couple of really angry songs, and the backup was done, and that was good to go. Yeah. Yeah.
So how long ago was that for you that you stepped away from it?
7 years.
And you stayed away from it for like stayed away from playing and writing that kind of material for a couple years, you said?
A year.
A year?
Yeah. But I'd stopped performing.
Right.
Like I wasn't performing at all either.
Right. So you didn't make the switch to happy songs. You just sort of took a breather.
I can't write happy songs. I don't write happy songs. Yeah. I mean, I write songs about driving, and that makes me happy. Yeah. But that's about as happy as it gets. And usually it's about driving away from a bad situation, you know? Yeah. Which also makes me happy.
Yeah. 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 Well, there's always the yin and yang to that.
Yeah. Sure. This is where I kick and scream. This is the darker parts of my diary.
Yeah. So after leaving it for a little bit and coming back and realizing that now you were overflowing, for you, did that mark any change going forward in terms of the way you embraced that outlet?
I don't know. I just sort of went back to what I was doing. I had a whole lot of songs that wanted to come out of me. Yeah. Like they had been building up the whole time. Yeah. And sometimes even if I'm not writing, I'll be doing something and a song will start writing itself, you know, in me. And then I feel like they haunt me almost. Like they don't leave me alone until I've done something with it, you know? Yeah.
Nip at your heels.
Yeah.
Feed me.
Yeah, yeah. The melodies in my head, I'm singing along. It just won't leave me alone until it's done.
Yeah. Yeah. They say that's also the trick for getting an earworm out of your head, is to sing the song and sing the last note of the song.
Oh yeah.
And then the earworm can actually get out of your head.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to try it.
Yeah. So it's like if you haven't finished writing the song, then there is no last note yet.
Right.
So it's just gonna circle around and burrow through your head until you finish it.
And that's the holidays sometimes I find difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm often like away for the entire holiday in the studio. Like, I'll be gone for 3 or 4 days. Maybe don't take a shower. Maybe eat once. Yeah. Like some junk food or something. But I obsess, like a mad obsession.
Yeah. So then you don't play much Christmas music yourself?
No.
No? You're not a Christmas guy?
Well, I'm pagan. I consider myself pagan.
Yeah.
Just an old religion, I suppose.
Yeah. So no Christmas tree in your house?
Not this year. No. Yeah. I had one last year.
Okay. So a little bit of
I think Christmas is great to celebrate. Yeah. Like it's dark and dreary during the holidays. Like let's celebrate something. You know,
yeah.
I'll celebrate you.
I happen to be non-religious myself.
Okay.
But I love Christmas.
Okay. You have kids?
I do.
Yeah.
I got a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And you know, we are very secular, but they love Santa Claus and they love Christmas. I should probably give them better details on like what Christmas actually is. But since we aren't a religious household, they've just sort of grown into their own definitions of it. My kids think that Christmas is Santa's birthday.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It was Santa's birthday, and that he's just so nice that he gives everybody else presents on his birthday. And that's what they know Christmas to be. Santa gives presents because it's his birthday.
It's sort of the truth, right?
Kind of.
It doesn't stray too far off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son's 10, so he started to learn more about the real history behind it.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah.
But, they just love Christmas. So I love Christmas too. But, and Christmas is, I think everybody has, even people who love Christmas can be a hard time.
Yeah.
For people. And there's a lot of people who have a harder time with Christmas than others. I just wrote a country song the other day about having a hard time at Christmas. I'll share it with you sometime. It's not ready yet.
I'd like that. North and I were writing a song a couple of weeks ago. Is this a family show?
Yes and no. It's this show is marked explicit.
Okay.
This is speaking of firsts. This is the first daytime one I've ever done. Yeah. It was, I usually record at like 9:00 or later.
Okay.
More of a late night vibe.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't feel any different now because I'm realizing I don't have any windows in this studio, so it could be midnight for all we know.
Well, right.
But it's like uncensored. We can swear.
Okay.
If that was your question, you can go ahead and swear. You can say anything you fucking want.
Okay. So
the answer. Like
you asked me earlier if I had any Christmas songs, and I was sort of jamming at this thing called "Fuck Christmas."
Yeah.
Okay, I should probably edit that out. North has a couple of Christmas albums, so
I think North would be fine with that.
Well,
you know what?
Maybe.
You know what? Songs are emotions, right?
This is right.
And we have emotions up and down.
And it would be a Robb Kerr song. It wouldn't really be a North song.
You put yourself in different moods. You put yourself in this person's shoes and that person's shoes. I can certainly imagine owning and living in the mindset of somebody who is feeling at a particular moment, fuck Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We all have a little bit of Grinch in us.
A little bit.
Everybody loves the Grinch. There's a reason it's a popular movie.
Yeah.
Everybody relates to the Grinch a little bit.
Everybody is a little bit of the Grinch.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get grumpy sometimes.
The song I wrote was I Know I'm Gonna Cry on Christmas.
Oh.
That's the country song I wrote.
Good title for a country song.
I thought so. I had just watched that Dolly Parton documentary on Netflix.
Okay.
It's just I
haven't seen it.
It's good. It's good. She's an amazing lady.
Yeah.
You much of a country fan?
Ish. I love music. I like some of everything. It doesn't have to be English. I like a little bit of everything. I don't like old country as much as I like newer country, but not the new country.
The in-between country.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I've been listening to Tyler Childers.
Okay. I don't know his stuff, but I'll have to check him out.
It's kind of like coal mining music, kind of country music.
Yeah. I first got into country listening to John Fogerty and Steve Earle.
Okay.
Love Steve Earle.
Yeah, Steve Earle's good. So
a little more on like the Americana side of country as opposed to like Randy Travis or any of that, like Vince Gill or Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks is pretty awesome though.
Yeah, Garth Brooks is pretty.
I'm like,
I could listen to Garth Brooks.
I grew up thinking I hated country. Just that sort of typical, like, well, I like all kinds of music except rap and country. But then I got into rap. And then later I got into country. And the biggest reason I got into country is I realized I was actually into it the whole time. And it was when it was right around that same time I was getting out of metal. I was like, I want to listen to some Steve Earle. I used to listen to Steve Earle all the time when I was a kid. Because my dad listened to Steve Earle. So I just heard it like off his cassette tapes in his car.
Right.
And so I looked Steve Earle up on iTunes and it was like Steve Earle, genre, country. I'm like, what are you talking about? Country. It's not country. Because I just have this like radio country, stuff in my head. And then I listen to some music and I'm hearing the fiddles and the mandolins and the pedal steels and everything. I'm like, this is totally country. I just didn't know before because I was, had this sort of definition in my head of like poppy, radio, factory, pumped out kind of country in my head, that's always the version of any genre of music that I'm not so hot on. Yeah. I love punk, but I don't love pop punk. I love hip hop, but I don't love pop hip hop.
Yeah.
The only kind of pop I really, really love is just like pop. Because I feel like it's not pulling any punches, you know? It's just like, no, we're pop.
Yeah.
That's what I am. It's pop. It's a pop song. That's what it's meant to be. We're not pulling the wool over your eyes, calling it country, but really just giving you pop with fiddles in it.
Right. I'm not a big fan of that. Or like the dance music that they're saying is country, and it's like got like a vocoder or like a vocal.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate with me.
No, or like the big kick drum bounce.
Well, that's the thing about country, and that's why I would think that at least the real country would resonate with a guy like you, is that country's supposed to be sad.
Yeah.
I hear all this country music coming out, and it's like dancey and upbeat and happy. I'm like, that's not country.
Right.
You're not telling a sad story.
Right.
You're not singing a country song.
Yeah. Well, there was a while where it was all about the values too, like family values with country. You're either singing a song that was really sad, or you were singing a love song about your family or your dog or your truck. Yeah. But now it's just bubblegum country. Yeah. Bubblegum pop music, but it's country. And I guess that's how music evolves. Yeah. It's just, is it evolving into something that tickles my ear? Yeah.
So, leaving genre aside, what would you say, where have you pulled your biggest musical and songwriting influences? Who's big in your world?
Wow. I've been a Pink Floyd fan since I was like a little kid. I was listening to Floyd before I was born. So there's a lot of that, but the 90s, the early 90s grunge really affected me. I was never going to be the crazy good guitar player that does the big long lead riffs. I never really liked them anyways. Like I don't like playing them. Mm-hmm. Like, so when this grunge thing sort of happened, that sort of went to the wayside, there wasn't a whole lot of that anymore. Yeah. And being an acoustic guy, when the Unplugged album started to come out, that whole time was like, yeah, this is who I want to be. Maybe one day I'll do a plugged in album. Yeah. So what were your big grunge favorites? Oh, I was a big fan of Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Soundgarden. Chris Cornell is my idol. Yeah. I love to do what he does. Yeah. I've been trying to do what he does for a couple of years now. I don't have the voice that he had. Yeah. But not many people do. You know who does? And if anything, I thought was maybe better? Is the dude from Big Wreck. Oh, Ian Thornley. Yeah, Ian Thornley does sound like Chris Cornell, and he does have that kind of range. Yeah. I went to see him. When was this? This would have been about 15 years ago. This was in Ottawa. I was working at Capitol Music Hall. Okay. The guy was just a total monster. I was blown away because all I knew from Big Wreck was like the big shiny tunes. Right. Blown Wide Open. Yeah, just the hits. And so he was playing all this other stuff, and it was just, my mind was blown by what that guy can pull off. I embarrassed myself with him. I was this young kid, like just so green. I was working as a loader at Barrymore's. Yeah. And he's got that song called That Song. Yeah. And I went up to him and I said, hey man, I really love that song. And he looked at me and he had a straight face, like no smile, no nothing. And he looked at me and he said, I haven't heard that one before. And that was that. Yeah. We hung out later on the bus and had more time, but I made an ass out of myself right off the start. And I was so green. Yeah, I've been there. He was one of those first stars that I met. Yeah. That's what I was doing at Capitol Music Hall. I was working as a loader. Okay. For Sean Scallon. You know Sean? Oh, recognize the name.
He does a lot of shows.
Did he do, I think I do know this guy. Did he work with Kelly Wren? Is that those two guys? I don't know Kelly, but maybe. Yeah. He's worked with everybody in Ottawa on concerts and stuff. He ran an indie label, Spectrasonic. He's an Ottawa staple for sure. The last 30 years. Yeah, I think to see him, there's been so many people, Yeah.
Most of his shows these days are at the place on Bronson Center. Oh, yeah, the Bronson Center. Yeah. Those are great gigs there. Yeah. It's a good space. That's Sean doing those stuff. Okay. Neat. That's actually, I was working as a roadie for North's band when I met North. Oh, nice.
Yeah, like way back all those years. Garrity.
That was his band, Garrity?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah,
I knew Garrity.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm going to have to look up Garrity again.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in like 20, 25 years.
Yeah, it's been about that time.
Yeah. Crazy. Garrity.
Yeah, that's where I started doing roadie stuff.
Yeah. You done any other roadie stuff?
Yeah, mostly in Ottawa. I mean, just Barrymore stuff.
Yeah.
I get to see the show for free. You get a few bucks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Load the truck.
Yeah.
Unload it.
Yeah, get to watch the sound check, you know, like cool kind of stuff.
Yeah, I always liked that behind the scenes stuff. I got to do some teching and loading for some pretty cool bands.
Yeah,
and acts.
Sort of neat, right?
Over the years,
I saw Nickelback before Nickelback was anybody.
Yeah,
they were in a bus. Like, who else? Finger 11 when they were the Rainbow Butt Monkeys.
Rainbow Butt Monkeys.
Yeah, we got hammered at the Royal Oak, causing shit at the Royal Oak.
Yeah.
One of the guys from Big Wreck punched out one of my friends. Nice. On the bus.
That's a good story.
Yeah. Crazy. Rock and roll life, right?
Yeah. Well, you're going to be rocking one more time this Friday. Bowie's.
My birthday.
Oh, yeah. It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday. It's Robb's birthday. And as he told me earlier today, it will be the first birthday he's celebrated in Smiths Falls since being born here.
Well, I guess I was 3.
Well, since being 3.
Yeah. The last time I was here on my birthday, I was shitting in my pants.
Yeah, there you go.
It could be a good night on Friday.
Let's see if we can keep the Smiths Falls birthday streak going.
Oh, streak.
Yeah.
Funny.
Come out and see Robb and the show at Bowie's this Friday, New Music Night. Thanks so much for joining me, Robb.
It was really a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm happy you were able to jump in this last minute.
Yeah.
So I think you're also my most last minute guest.
I'm breaking records everywhere.
Yeah, we're all about firsts here on this show.
Like it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them here. Thanks so much, Robb.
Likewise. It was really nice to meet you,
This has been Smiths Falls On with Robb Kerr, and come check him out at Bowie's. Robb Kerr and the show this Friday. And that, my friends, was episode 11 of Smiths Falls On, featuring Mr. Robb Kerr of Robb Kerr and the Show, playing this Friday at Bowie's New Music Night. We do 2 episodes a month, folks. This is our second installment for November. We'll see you at the beginning of December. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.